What would you be willing to give up? If I turned around today and I said, you could have a business that would pay you, I don't know, 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, whatever it is, right? If I turned around to you today and said, you can have 10 grand a month, what would you be willing to give up? What are you going to give me for it? If I said to you, you're going to have to lose a little bit of sleep. If I said to you, you're going to have to not go to the pub. If I said to you, you're going to have to give up drinking. If I said to you, you're going to have to give up watching TV. Would you be willing to do any of those things to get there? Something that really sticks out for me is that I was on a webinar a little while ago and one of my mentors, Jay, said, why is it that if your boss turns around and says, I will give you 10 grand if you can figure this out, that you will go and you will kill yourself to figure that out and get that thing for him so that he's happy with you and make that money. And it'll make him loads of money. But you won't do that for yourself. You won't go, what is it I need to do? And actually go and do that. You'll do it for somebody else so that they get all the rewards for it, but you won't do it for yourself. Why is that? And that's one of the massive things for me that I've realised, I suppose this year, is that what is it that you're willing to give up to get there? Because it's not about an easy life. It's not about working a basic 40-hour week. It's not about doing whatever it is you think it is. It's about deciding what you want and how uncomfortable are you willing to get there. Most people, they'll get a little uncomfortable and then they'll run completely the opposite direction. That's the way we've been programmed. But for those people who are really successful in any industry, those are the people who take the steps. They go in there, they get uncomfortable, then they get comfortable with where they're at, then they take another step into uncomfortable, and by the time they are a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, the difference between where they were and where they are now is phenomenal. But that's purely based on small steps going along. And what we think is we think the competition is bigger to get there, but it's actually less. When you do that work, you build, and when it gets to a certain point, most people will drop off in and around there, if not before it. So that after that, there's actually less competition. More money and less competition. So I really want to bring it back to that thing of, what are you willing to give up this week that you're comfortable, that you really like? And you can have the business of your dreams. You can have the lifestyle that you've always wanted. And for most people, that's not enormous. For most people, if they could have more flexibility around their job, if they could have time to work at home instead of being in a workplace, if they could have a better way of automating that system. So if you could have your income, you could change it so that you're working from home, you chose your own hours, that would be a game changer for most people. But it all comes down to, what are you willing to give up? Most people want to have everything on the way. I'm here telling you, you can't have everything on the way. You've got to make a habit of choosing between going out for drinks with the lads on a Saturday night, or the girls, or putting up an ad that week, or buying a book, or going on a seminar. And they're the choices. And it will be uncomfortable. But those are the choices you're going to have to make. Decide what you wanted out of life, for your business, for your career, for your health, whatever it is. Decide what you want, and then decide you're going to give up a few things for it, because that's going to be necessary.